Welcome back, guys. We've got some Torbjorn footage for you today, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about what I think they need to do to him and if he's any use anymore. Because as many of you know, at the beginning of the game when it launched, he was a fantastic character. His turrets were, yeah, probably a little bit overpowered, but when you were playing as him, you didn't really care because they murdered anything that stood in their way, really. However, now after a nerf, he's not used all that much at all. He is mostly more of an annoyance than a killing machine. However, he can still be useful, chipping life away at characters so that when they come into a firefight, they really haven't got all that much life. The problem is, what can they really do to fix him? I'm not entirely sure. The turrets are just too easy to take down. Do they need a little bit of extra life, or does it need to do a little bit more damage again? Blizzard haven't actually said they're looking at it or even going to change anything with Torbjorn, so by the looks of things they're happy with where he is, but a lot of the players really aren't. Whereas before he would be a go-to character for the meta, now nobody really cares for him because he's just too easy to get rid of. I personally would like to see him get a little bit of a buff. Obviously he's never going to be as powerful as he used to be, but they need to make him a little bit more useful so that people will actually pick him and have him as an option, whereas at the moment nobody uses him. From the video you can actually see that while he's not that great, he can still be fairly useful. He can drop his shields for people, which is obviously handy because it's an extra bit of life when you're coming into a firefight. His turret does do some damage, and if you're just looking for a good kill to death ratio, then he's what you need, because 1 or 2 bullets into a character, someone finished them off, you still get the kill for it. So on paper you can look good, but in theory you don't have to do all that well with him. That's my honest opinion. He is a particularly handy character to choose when you're playing the game mode where you all have to cap one objective in the middle. If you can get the turret up on the outside somewhere, aiming into the middle of the objective, it literally clears up. However, that can be a little bit of a challenge due to the fact that people are wise to that trick now and they will try and keep you from building that turret. It's just a shame that he's not as useful in any other game mode than that. It really does fall down to the turret though. His gun itself is pretty powerful, that doesn't really need addressing. The shields that he dropped, they're not a problem either. It's just how terrible the turret is now. Blizzard have obviously got a hard time dealing with it. You know, it's hard to get that balance right where it's just powerful enough but not too powerful that players feel cheated when they get killed by it. I personally didn't think the power was all that much of an issue. I thought it was more of an accuracy issue. Reduce the accuracy of the turret and leave it as powerful as it used to be. That's my personal opinion. What do you guys think? What do you think they could do to Torbjorn to make him more of a viable option for players? I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Obviously with Sombra inbound any day now, she's just going to make Torbjorn's turrets even more useless. She should be available to play any day now. While I really am looking forward to playing as her, I really do think she's a massive hit to Torbjorn. Well, that's my thoughts on Torbjorn. With the nerf, he took a massive fall from grace. I personally would like to see him rise back to power, however, I don't see it happening anytime soon. That's all for this week, guys. Let me know what you think of Torbjorn in the comments. Maybe you've got some better ideas of what they can do to fix him. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to leave a like. And if you haven't already, why not subscribe? Thanks for watching, guys.